Chino Valley, California, located in southwestern San Bernardino County in the shadow of LA, Chino Valley is known for its picturesque township, outdoor activities, and most especially for its highly successful public school system. And it is precisely that system that is now the point of controversy.
Strong words today from State Attorney General Rob Bonta. His office is suing the Chino Valley Unified School District for a policy requiring parents to be notified if their child is transgender.
This policy has managed to violate multiple constitutional rights of our students, multiple statutory rights of our students, their right to privacy, their right to equal protection, their right to be free from discrimination.
As you saw, the state of California is suing the Chino Valley Unified School District after their school board overwhelmingly voted to mandate parental notification of any students who are using pronouns or bathrooms different from their biological sex. This parental notification is actually considered controversial in California. But what's even more controversial is how what's happening in Chino Valley is actually indicative of what's happening throughout the state. More and more megachurches, conservative churches with massive memberships of over tens of thousands, are rising up and taking over school boards. Chino Valley is home to one of the most politically active megachurches in the nation, Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills, led by patriot pastor Jake Hibbs. Over the last couple of years, the church has spearheaded a takeover of their county public school board, a takeover that's effectively turning the schools all throughout the county back in alignment with the values of the vast majority of parents. So, for example, take a look at how parents reacted when the new Christian patriot-dominated school board voted to pass the pro-parent resolution requiring parental notification. As you can see, the resolution was hardly controversial as far as these parents are concerned. And as it turns out, Chino Valley's megachurches have the numbers to win over their school board and pass pro-Christian, pro-patriot measures. But as you saw, the ultra-woke California Attorney General announced immediately that the state was suing the Chino Valley Unified School District Board of Education over this policy requiring schools to inform parents if there's a change in their child's gender identification. The leadership of the state of California has been so utterly overrun by lunatics that they now believe a school district should be sued for requiring schools to inform parents of their child's changed gender identity. Here's how school board president Sonia Shaw responded.
I think the plan to fight back is just stand our ground. We're not going to cave in to their bullying tactics. I call it the political cartel here in California of Newsom, Bonta, and Thurman, and they think that they can flex their muscle and dictate what our school districts will do. And I think parents have united. There's a reason why I was elected on the school board, and I plan on supporting our staff and just sticking to our grounds. Parents will continue to have a voice, and we will be not keeping any secrets here in Chino Valley in regards to our children. And I mean, they're upset, and that's okay. But we're also willing to fight them on this.
Now, what's so inspiring here is how Christian patriots are they're no longer sitting on the sidelines waiting for the Republicans to take over or waiting for Trump to return to office, waiting for anyone to do so. They're not waiting. They are actively rising up and taking action, significant action, in taking over the political spheres in their own backyards. And it's even happening in the bluest of blue sections in California.
Recall Chestnut! Recall Chestnut! Recall Chestnut!
These are San Francisco voters celebrating the successful effort to recall one of the single most left-wing district attorneys in the nation, fully funded by none other than George Soros himself. Back in June of 2022, San Francisco voters went to the polls and overwhelmingly voted in favor of recalling the ultra-woke San Francisco prosecutor, Chesa Boudin. And just a couple of months prior to that, parents organized a successful recall effort to vote out 3 radical leftists on their unified school board, all of whom were defeated with upwards of 70% of the vote. And again, what the far left in California is really starting to freak out over is that this is becoming par for the course in the way patriots, particularly Christian patriots, are rising up and taking over. For example, our good friend Jeff Rakowski's strategy is to use real estate acquisition to basically take over pockets of our country. He already owns over $250 million worth of real estate across America. He's the one I always go to for real estate advice. But what's so awesome here is that Jeff is doing something comparable to what these megachurches are doing. He's leading a movement of Christian patriots to buy up tons of real estate in order to perpetuate a culture of faith, family, and freedom. I know a lot of you wanted to invest in real estate, but you just didn't know how. Well, guess what? Jeff's here to help you do just that. Jeff and his team have opened up some time to talk to you guys about your goals and about how they could potentially help make those goals a reality. It's a quick 15-minute intro call, and I really encourage you to take advantage of it. Just click on that link below or go to freeintrocall.com right now to book a call with Jeff and his team. This is really, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you don't want to pass up. Just click on that link below, book a call with Jeff and his team today. They're amazing, and let's see how you too can take over through real estate. But what's really happening here with Christians rising up and taking over school boards and real estate and the like, and things like Second Amendment sanctuaries that are now dominating our national landscape, what's really happening here is a rising phenomenon that's actually reshaping the world as a whole. It's what's called neo-regionalism. And basically neo-regionalism, or radical localism, is a backlash against the standardizing dynamics of globalism and its one-size-fits-all approach to political and economic life. Globalism entails a key dynamic known as disembedding. And what disembedding does is it dislodges time and space from localized control, and it in fact replaces localized customs, cultures, and traditions with a one-size-fits-all political and economic system, which is increasingly being characterized by wokeness. Wokeness is the new colonialism. It's the new cultural imperialism that's being imposed on more and more unwilling populations. And so as part of the backlash against that, more and more populations are embracing their distinct cultural particularism and the customs and traditions specific to their regional uniqueness. So what this neo-regionalism translates into with regard to what we're seeing here with the rise of megachurches taking over public schools is the larger phenomenon of what's called re-territorialization, which is just a fancy schmancy way of saying that regions are being reclaimed. Localized regions are being reclaimed by localized populations. And it looks like it's primarily Christian patriots who have the intermediary institution of the church and its ability to organize and mobilize, who are the ones who are primarily rising up and taking back their regions, which, if that's the case, then Chino Valley is just the beginning.